Alright, so we got everything all set up. I got all my personal junk clothes. Alright, we're good. Now we're live. Waiting for it to come on. And there it is. Alright, so I'm going to pause this. And put my questionnaires over here. So, I was actually in the middle of waking up and getting ready to check, I go through my morning email stuff. I check my emails, I check my Facebook, I check my news. And when I was checking my Facebook, I saw this beautiful dress that I fell in love with. And I was just getting ready to start making it for the Jamie when somebody joined into the Discord and asked me the most hilarious question I ever heard in my life. How does the butt jiggle? I know how boobs jiggle and everybody does tutorials on boobs, but what about the butt? And what about the belly? So I was going to just, do it normally. But, bro, that was just too funny of a question not to work on. So they sent me the model that they're working with, and it is a very unique one. I can honestly say I have never rigged anything like this before, which is kind of why I wanted to take on a challenge, because this is new. And that's quite the belly to jiggle. How the butt. So, upon examining the avatar, because I think they rigged it in something else, I would personally like to re-rig the whole thing, and then, because I don't get that at all. Maybe that's how it's supposed to move. I don't know how it's supposed to go, but why not? Hey, honey. So we can take a look at it and see what happens. It's an Avastar rig, so I'm gonna look at it, see what it's about, and then we're going to see if it needs to be re-rigged or not. I mean, the most I can do is try my style of rigging, and then if they don't like it, they can edit the weights on it. And then we can experiment with, butt jiggle. So let's see. Jiggle experiment. Whoopsie daisy. Of course, I spelled jiggle wrong. Joggle experiment. Alright, what's wrong with this? Alright. I have no idea what any of that means, but something ain't right. So what I'm going to do, so I'm going to export this real quick. So OBJ. Hang on one second. Quick question. Hey, Combi. Quick question. If various bone weights are already assigned to a mesh, is there a way to replace one bone with another and keep the same weight value? Yes, there is. If I'm understanding it right. Let's say, for example, you have, let's see, is there replace the assigned to a mesh? Wait, if a various bone weights are already assigned to a mesh, is there a way to replace one bone for another and keep the same weight values? I want to say there is, if I'm understanding it right. Like, hang on, let me pause this. Like, let's say you have something that's rigged to M skull and you want it to be to M head. Could you change the value that is on skull to head instead. Okay, good. Yeah, yeah, you can do that. I'll just have it. There we go. Okay. I don't know why Blender's not opening up this blend. Oh. Yep. And Blender crashed. Okay. So let's just close this. That's crazy. Oh, jeez. I don't know why I'm like totally not here right now. Oh yeah, forgot. Didn't want to open up this UI. Dang it. New and then open. Alright, let's try it again. Maybe with this time. Alright, so one of the things the person complained about was they didn't like the way the lake set, but the butt seems to be fine. But the initial question, how does the jiggle? How does the butt jiggle? How does the belly jiggle? I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. Alright, so we are going to click on the belly bone here. And I'm going to turn the weights up, the radius, and turn the strength up. Oh, bones are in the way. Do, do, do. And the butt, we just need to find the butt bone, which is usually right here. There you go. And we give the butt some weight too. I never really worked with the butt before, butt or belly. In fact, whenever I'm doing rigging, I always make sure to make clear those out. Like, oh no, not the butt. The butt's always causing issues. Because I'm not a really jiggly person. Do, do, do. Alright, so we have butt. I think that's a little too much. Kind of reminds me of a baboon. Alright, so we have butt, and I think there's some butt jiggle on her leg, so we want to remove that too. Get that out of here. Alright. So let's export it and test it out and see how it works. What? Max weight per vertex. Oh, that's not good. I don't know. Could try. Also, this thing has two armatures. Bro, what does that mean? Too much. Big butt size. Okay, let me turn this off. That could also be a factor into why I'm not thinking right. So, I never encountered the max vertex thingamajig that's in here. Let's see. No idea what that button does. Well, you know what I'm curious about? What if I do a regular XML export? Or maybe this is one of those things that needs a newer avatar. Why is it that every time I think I'm gonna open up a nice simple project, it always backfires and becomes more complicated than it ever is? Mm, 1.13. Yeesh. What's the XP? Oh, I have so many plugins. I don't even see Avatar. There it is. What? What? That's all the food I got in there for you. It's the brown one. We're out of the orange one. That's it. I'm not. I'm serious. That's all we have is the brown one now until tomorrow. Then you get the orange one. Sorry. That's my cat. He's not happy when we have to use the survival brown, not good orange food. What is that? Like off brand cat food versus Meow Mix. I had to tell him, like, I don't have it. But we'll have some tomorrow. Alright, let's see if this works. What was it? Oh, okay, so that's the error. It doesn't have the textures. Okay, cool. You know, I didn't even ask if this thing had custom bones. Let's just assume it doesn't. Scoped at this disaster. Well, no, not the second life bones. I mean, like, did you move the bones? Oh, seems. All right. Muta, really? Oh, I get you. Let's see. Belly bounce. Whoops! Looks like I put some belly on her arms by mistake, I guess. Spring game damping. I hate that I don't have any of my animations over here. Oh, I do. There we go. So you see where we painted red at on the model for the belly bone? Now it's a jiggling. I don't use joint edits at all when working with the Maitreya body. It's just a straight up export. What do you mean size everything? Alright, now. Yeah, you see it's a jiggling. But I didn't paint all the way up the belly. I don't think I did. But you see it does jiggle once we have all that heat on there. So let's go look at it again. Mm-hmm. Somewhere in here is a belly bone. There we go. See, I didn't paint all the way up the full belly, but where I did paint right here, you see it's affected by the jiggle physics. Oh, by jiggling and the wiggling. Now it's up to you to figure out how it works, the effect, how strong you make it. Gives you more. So play with it. I've only recently just started touching physics for anything other than boobs. Let's see. We did put some butt weight on here, so let's go look at the butt. Turn it up. So you see the butt also has weight on there from where we painted that at. So basically, just paint some heat on the butt using their proper bones. The butt bone for the butt, the belly for the belly. And then that's how the butt and the belly jiggle. I was going to try to repaint this, but that just seems a little bit out of my skill set. So, happy trails, man.